Alright, we're here at the Oak Point Yard, Metro North route, STAMFORD route. We're going to be switching out New York Post paper, and also it's not on the route listed as an industry, but it's like a little steam powered plant. We're going to be taking them some pipe and industrial materials for a turnaround they got coming up. A lot of these plants will have these turnarounds every couple of years, every 2 years, sometimes once a year, where they go in and repair stuff. So we're going to do that while we switch out the newspaper. I tell you what, that ES44C is loud and noisy. I hadn't really operated a whole lot. This is like the first time, especially on this route. And I started it from cold and dark. I was having some problems with PCS. I was trying to clear it. Finally, I got it cleared off by just, completely blowing the air on everything and starting it. Air pressure built back up because I couldn't get it to move. But anyway, I got us started up. We're already hooked up to the flat cars that we're going to take. We need to get, I think the manifest is 2 box cars. We're going to grab 2 box cars. And we're going to be backing down into the plant. And then we'll come back out engine first. We're going to have to come back out and do a little maneuver to get to the paper, to get to the New York Post to deliver them the rolls of paper for their newspaper print. So we'll have to come out and do a little run around. We've also got 2 trains coming at 5:30 this morning, so we'll have to see how that goes. May have to wait. I like this locomotive because it's similar to the switch engine, other engines like the GP38, ST40s, switch engines, you know. You can see out behind the seat, looking out the back door window. I think the AC44's got the high headrest and it blocks your view. Yeah, and there's one other one that's like that. Now the SD70, I couldn't get it into, I would like to have used it, but I couldn't get it out of neutral. I may have to mess with it some more. Sometimes you get little bugs like that with these new routes and stuff, and I mean, you know, I am running on free roam timetable, so with a lot of saves, sometimes they say that can cause some problems. I like the free roam timetable because the timetable part gives you the AI trains. Free roam gives you the independence, similar to like Run 8 when you're doing freight, so that you can kind of run it like you want. Have, you know, continuous. You're not just doing timetable runs and then it's over with and you start over. I don't really like that. Hear me complaining a lot in some of my other videos. I don't like this floating around stuff. You need to be able to operate the locomotive and still do walking mode, walk around mode, especially when you're doing freight. So you can walk around, switch cars and stuff like that. Maybe they'll fix that one day. Walk around, but you're not going to be driving a train, and it'll take you all day just to do a little simple switch, getting out of the train, walking back, doing all that. So you need to be able to walk as the freight conductor, you know. They let you walk around as a conductor, but that's passenger trains. Walk up and just step on these steps instead of floating around. We've got a big freight train coming at 6:30, and then 5:30 this morning is a trash train coming in. I started about 4:30, 4:20 this morning, sim time, getting the engine started from cold and dark and all that stuff. A little bit of time. I had the PCS issue to get that figured out. Come on back. About 5 cars. I'm uploading another video right now while I'm doing this from last night. Went down to Hunts Point Market down there, big food market place. I run all the empties in. Hang on just a second. Let me check something out. See which track. I'm thinking I need to go in on this one. I don't think those cars are down here. No. Let's see.
Sorry, keep your location. We'll get you headed for Fond. Over. Go ahead and request some release in PTC, and then I can come on and ask you for whatever information is having me get from you.
Gotta get that. CSX, and then this one right here in front of it. I just noticed these UP cars all have the same number. I don't like that. Most of the cars are individually numbered in TRAINSIM world. So I'm not going to be using them. I'm going to get rid of them. Go ahead and use them for this. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get these switches set. Where I put all the Hunts Point empties. These are going out sometime today. Go ahead, pull back to the switch by 2 cars. Make sure I get it in idle. Okay. About 1 car. Half. Quarter. 2 wheels, good enough. Come on back. I hope I can get that ST70 figured out. Because I've got, like I said, it's CSX ST70. Just I couldn't get it out of neutral with reversing. Tried everything. I mean, I like this ES44, but it's loud. It's real loud. It's got a pretty good horn on it. The ST70's got a great horn. One of the better ones I've heard. It's gonna become default. About 5 to hook it. 4, 3, 2, 1 more, half, quarter, 10, 8, 6, 4, sucker didn't want to swim. I was just using the engine brake. That should have been plenty. Just 3 cars.
Alright, so you're going to work on shoving back between switches at Racine, and we'll wait over.
Go ahead, back to the switch. About 8 cars. Six. 5. 4. 3. 2. One more. 5. Quarter. 2 wheels. That'll do it. Come on back. About 4 cars. Three. 2. One more. 5. Water has to be done. We'll head back to the switch. About 3 cars.
He's reporting clear. He's the first one of the news. And then, whenever you prove that, I'll bring you the
2. 1. 5. Quarter. 2 wheels. Let's get done.
Now, what's that next one?
Come on back.
Two 5 or 69, no switches currently on that one. Copy that. That chisel.
About 5 more. 4. 3. 2. 1. Done. switch. Just get rid of them cars. It's all got the same number on them. Back. Read a hook. Two, one, back, quarter, 20, 10, 6, 1. On back. One. Back to the switch. 2 cars. I should have went ahead and pushed these on down this track. I really need them in front of these. That's why I'm doing this. 2 cars. One more. Pass. Back. Go down that track. Three. locomotive here is really not for switching. It's kind of an open road. Throws out a lot of horsepower. On back, 3 to hook it. See, it's kind of got a lot. Takes it a little bit to get going, but once it gets going, especially these light loads, I mean, it's picks up some speed pretty quick. So. Half, quarter, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Good enough. Come on back. About 10 cars. About 7 more. Five. 4. 3. About 2 more cars. 1 more. Half. Quarter. 2 wheels. I don't want to do it. Come on back. About 6 cars. See, I don't really worry about setting a path or anything like that while I'm on the yard. We've got a lot of manual switches. Once we get ready to go out of the yard here in just a few minutes, we'll do all that. Three. About 2 more. 1 more car. About a half. Quarter. 2 wheels. Right in there is good enough. power steam plant right down here. Make sure these switches is lined up. See, I made a mistake one of my first trips coming back over here from run A. I didn't check all my switches. Like that one. I just seen the path and I thought it automatically set the switches. But I haven't played in TRAINSIM in many months. We should be good. Now, 5:30 was supposed to have been a train, but and then 6:30 is a manifest coming from Selkirk down through here along the Hudson. And that trash train may not be coming because
CPKC Elgin Dispatcher 149 CP 75
this train's sitting
61
here,
West River.
which is a trash train.
All right, I have a
And I used it, so it could have interrupted the AI. Not sure. Anyway.
All right. Whenever you're ready. All right, we got miles.
Come on back, switches is set.
Mile post 101.46. That's 101.46. Springdale Road on the Watertown South. Procedure 108. Stop and test on all tracks. STAMFORD number is 2004-004. December 8th LP.
Come back in here and run around our two cars on the head end. We'll go down this left track. This will take you down there to trash train and the New York Post paper facility. on back. About 10 cars. Eight. Six. Five. Four.
Main 58 degrees. Axle 484, no alarm. Lake
3.
10811 miles, 17.7 hours.
Let's keep easing on back. About 6 cars. Switches are set. About 5 more. Four. Three. Two. One. Good enough. Go back to the switch. Yeah, this is not the track I want to go down. Go down. Oh heck, I see why now. Let's see something. About 8 cars. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. That's good enough. Go ahead back to the switch.
Service dispatcher, Oak Creek Roads, 3839. Sounds like this van may be MIA. I guess I'm just trying to figure that we have left to do here for racing, so we had to go with what we had there. Alright, yeah, well, I guess we're trying to nail it down, but the GPS is nowhere close and they're not answering. So I guess we may have to just wait it out then. So this conductor just needs to, once you shut back, if that, he'll just have to walk up to the head end and find that switch. I guess the switch will be lined home when you're ready to go north. Alright, we'll just plan on that. If somebody shows up in the meantime, great. But I guess give me a shout when he's back to the head end and we're going north. We'll get you moving.